Hello friends, welcome to your only channel Scala Express. Today we will learn in this session how to define loops. Just like any another language available in the market today, Scala also provides us the option to define a loop. So first, in order to define a loop, first we need to create a greet variable. This is a val type of variable which is immutable in nature. We will define a hello Scala value in it. Then we will define one variable as I. So I will be int type of variable, and this variable we will keep reassigning the value from 0 to the till the length of the hello Scala values. And this is how we define while loop in Scala. First you need to write while, and then I is the index value. It should always be lesser than the greet.length. And then we need to print ln. This print ln will print in one line at once whatever we pass in this function, and then we will increase this index value with 1. So that's how we write the while function. Once you done writing this while function, it will give you output like this. So the above example you have seen, it was an imperative style of programming which we have seen in above example, and Scala gives us more options, more advanced options to write the same logic in more functional way with concise manner. So here is an example to write concise code with the help of foreach function. Scala has many advanced functions that we will talk about later, and right now we will utilize this foreach function in order to print all the characters from greeting, then for each method with dot, and then greeting will be a TOC variable which will keep iterating all the characters one after another from greet variable values, and then println will keep printing whatever we pass in this greeting. So our greet variable holds a value called hello Scala. So first, with the help of foreach, first h character will go inside with this greeting variable, and then e will go inside, and then l will go inside, and this will pass your value reference to this println function. So that means first it will print h, and then e, and then l, o likewise. So this is one of the way to write your concise code in functional style. In fact, we can more concise this code with the help of foreach method. So earlier we were utilizing these variables explicitly. Now we can ignore these explicit definition of variables as well inside the foreach loop. So I will explain you how this will work. So first you need to write the greet variable which has your actual input values, that means hello Scala. Then you will define the same for each which we have discussed earlier. Then println will do its functioning. So println function is to print on console whatever we pass to this function. So for each will pass every time in every iteration one character to this println function. And once you're writing this statement, this is how you will see your output. Now moving on next, Scala do provide us the for loop as well. And this is how we define for loop in Scala. First we need to define the for keyword. Then this is again another variable called greeting. Then we have left arrow, and then we have our valued assigned variable called greet, which actually have our value called hello Scala. So hello Scala will gives all the character one after another to this greeting variable, and then this println will catch all the variables from this statement to here, and it will keep printing one after another in similar fashion which we have seen earlier. In this example, you might have observed one thing, that we are not capturing this for loop body in any curly braces or with is equal to. That's because Scala automatically interpret the next statement with for loop as inclusive. So whatever one line we will write just immediately after for loop, it will be inclusive to this function call only. Now it's time to practice the same code. We will start a Scala REPL by typing Scala, and our Scala REPL started. Now I will define one variable called greet, and I will pass the value called hello Scala. So here we have created one variable like val, which is immutable in nature, and we have given the value called hello Scala. Then we will define immutable variable, which we will use for our reassignment purpose of indexes values. Now we need to define while loop. So here I have written while loop. If you see, we have got the exact outcome which I have shown you earlier. As you can see now. Then we will write our for each statement, which I have shown you afterwards. So that for each we will write greet, then dot for. Okay, so we have written greet dot for each, greeting is equal to greater than println, and then our greeting variable, which we have created just here. Enter, and this will print the same outcome which we have seen earlier from imperative style of code. Now we can make this code further concise by utilizing just greet for each and println. And if you see, still our outcome is same, and we just achieved the same objective in 3 keywords. That's the power of Scala. It gives us pure functional way to code and focus more on the business problems instead of language syntax. Now, in order to define for loop in Scala, we need to write for first and then write greeting inside, then left arrow, then greet. This greet variable holds a value called hello Scala, and immediately we will write println, and we will give this variable inside the println. Enter. So this also gives us the same outcome, and this is for loop. This is how we write for loop in Scala. Today we have learned how to define loops in Scala. Please subscribe to this channel to get notification of my new videos, and if you like content and the efforts of this session, please like the video. Have a good day.